yourself, it's not a dream. You're tuned into your favorite team. It's the Omega-3 Supreme Podcast. With both your hosts, Matt and Bill, kick back and chill. Oh, what a thrill. It's the Omega-3 Supreme Podcast. If you've got the blues, well, I've got news. This podcast is free. It's always tons of fun for everyone, for you and the whole family. From Canada to LA, let's hear what they both have to say. It's the Omega-3 Supreme Podcast.
Welcome to the Omega-3 Supreme Podcast. This is our New Year's edition.
And as always, this podcast is sponsored by your New Year's resolution. You're not going to make one anyway, so why bother?
Yeah, I know. Those people, everybody makes a New Year's resolution. They're going to lose weight. You're not going to lose weight.
Yeah. I just stopped making resolutions a few years ago. I was like, what's the point? Like, why am I even doing this?
What were some of your past resolutions?
Probably just dumb stuff like, oh, I'm going to make a bunch of money and get a good job and that kind of crap and, whatever.
That was mine every year, too, and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah, no, I just given up and now I have this podcast. The end. That's my life.
This podcast is probably the biggest success of my entire life right now.
That's right, mine too. Let's see how many viewers we have. We have three viewers right now, so two of them are us. Shout out to the one guy who's watching.
That's right.
It could be Matt E., our number one hater.
Yes, that's true. Matt E., the one person that gave us a dislike on our podcast, our Christmas podcast last week. Thank you, Matt E.
Matt E., thanks for being a fan.
The thing is, he calls himself a hater. He acts like a hater, but he is our one diehard listener. So keep it up, Matt E.
I think there's one thing we can count on with this podcast, and that is Matt E. is watching and hating.
And hey, that's fine with us as long as he's listening.
Yeah, he also watches our ads. Thanks, Matt E.
You're contributing.
So what's on the agenda for this
we've
this
got
episode?
nothing on the agenda, as usual, because I did not plan and you did not plan, and that is what we have. But I will talk about, I had a couple comments on last week's podcast. So John Angst messaged me, and he was like, I don't know how that podcast would be to people that don't know you and Bill, but I like it.
Well, thank you, John.
Yeah, so he likes it, and I just wanted to say that we do have some people that are listening, so it's cool.
Yeah. We do have a fan base, I guess, and hopefully it'll start growing.
And he's saying he can't wait for the Omega-3 Supreme Super Bowl Spectacular.
Oh, yeah. Because you know how much I love
I don't
sports.
think we've announced that we're doing that, but I think he wants to. And then he says, Bill will be so interested. Bill could try teaching a coding lesson while Matt talks about the game, and we'll just see who wins.
That's pretty much how that'll go down. I'll just check out emotionally, and then you can talk about how the game's going.
Well, with that breakdown, it sounds very exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I've seen a lot of? Actually, these collages that people are posting up of their year. Like all their Instagram photos and stuff and Facebook. No one cares, okay, guys? No one wants to see your life in 2013. It was boring when we were watching it live, and it's going to be boring on the recap. So please, guys, stop it.
Yeah, I think if I posted a collage of my life, it would just be a lot of computer screen. It'd be a lot of me sitting in my chair in front of my computer.
You know what I was
pretty much all
I was
did.
thinking about that too, of what my life would look like if I recapped it. It would just be it would just be sad, and I would probably just feel bad about myself.
Well, sorry.
Thanks. Right now, we're talking about the New Year's, so tell us your New Year's resolutions. You can call us at 206-424-7029, or you can write them in the comment section.
Because I was just reading a very rude comment from Mark the Tech Guy in our YouTube page. He says, I'm going to stop watching Matt's videos in the new year. That's an easy one. Just joking.
Mark the Tech Guy,
okay.
Thanks for saying you were joking. But for a second there, I thought you were serious, and I died a little inside.
You almost made it on the ban list.
I almost.
We trace your IP addresses if you're watching, folks, and we can ban you.
So that was Mark's resolution. Why don't we take a look at some of the top 10 things in entertainment? Let's look at the top 10 best movies according to Time magazine. They say the number 10 is The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
Okay.
No one can say that title, by the way, without sounding like they've had a stroke midway.
Is that how you pronounce it? Smaug?
Yeah,
I say
Smaug.
smog. Is that wrong?
Smaug.
Smaug.
I thought it was smog
Well.
until I heard everybody
Yeah.
on TV, all the entertainment reporters and everybody, like, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. They sound like they had a stroke.
Yeah, they threw a blood clot right when they started the sentence, and then that was that.
So what, did you see that movie?
I didn't. I'm planning on seeing it maybe around New Year's.
I didn't
which is
see it
a couple-
either,
Tomorrow.
so-
I might see it tomorrow.
So great, we both didn't see that movie. So we can't comment on if it was deserving of number 10. But let's move let's move down to number 9. Let's go The 12 Years a Slave.
Oh, I did see that.
I have not, but you can. Is it worthy of
Okay.
number 9?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. It was pretty intense. It was pretty traumatic. You know, I think it was a feel good hit if you like to fly a Confederate flag outside your house. Then it'll remind you of the good old days. Otherwise, yeah, it was a good movie, but you know, not a fun one.
So if you're white and you want to feel terrible, go see 12 Years a Slave, number 9 on the top 10 best movie countdown according to Time magazine.
Right. Yeah, if you want to see a story about a guy who can't catch a break for 12 years, then that's the movie.
And then number 8 we have The Act of Killing. Have you seen it?
I've never heard of that
I've
movie
never
before
heard
in
of
my
it
life.
either. So we're going
All
to
right,
just
next.
move on. So next up is Frozen. The Disney animated
yeah, did you see
film.
this?
I have not seen it, no.
I had a chance to, but I felt like doing other things instead.
Well, I would like to see this, but I haven't yet. So, again, number 7. Let's move on. Number 6 is Furious 6, the 6th episode of Fast and the Furious. That's surprising. That is on the list.
Wow. How? I mean, are these influential movies or actually good movies? Now I don't understand.
It says the best movies of 2013.
Really? Huh. I don't know. I would never see that movie.
I've seen it. I watched it online, and
Mhm.
it was okay for an action movie. I would definitely not put it
Okay.
in my top 10 of the year. But
I mean, the only reason I'm discounting is because it's from the Fast and the Furious franchise. But maybe it is good. I should
maybe
give it a
it's
second
just
thought.
because Paul Walker died, so they wanted to throw that one in.
Maybe the studio just paid a bunch of money to have it put in there.
That could be true too. Nothing is real.
Yeah, you never know.
Everything is a lie.
Yeah, really. It's really everything is a lie. It could be completely BS. This list, they just sponsors whatever.
Okay, well, let's move on to number 5 on the list. The Grand Master.
I don't remember that. Is that about chess?
No, I think this is a Chinese film. A kung fu movie.
Okay.
Who's making this list? But let's move on to number 4 is Her. Now, this movie, I really, really want to see, and I'm probably going to see it tomorrow. But Her, I think, deserves to be on this list just based on the trailer.
I have only seen the movie poster, and we've done our review based on that in our previous episode.
Well, it's
But I've
basic.
not yet seen
It's
the trailer.
basically about a guy falling in love with like a Siri, like an operating system like Siri.
Okay, all right.
Looks good. I will let you know if it's worth seeing when I see it this week.
All right, sounds good.
And then we're moving on to the third movie. We also reviewed this one, American Hustle. We reviewed the poster. I'm gonna see it, but I can't comment on it.
All right.
It's great we're going through this top 10
Alright.
movies of movies we haven't seen.
I feel so uncultured not having seen these cinematic masterpieces from the year.
I feel like I have only seen one of these movies, and I usually see. This has been a bad year for me. I haven't been going to the movies as much, but
You know what's ridiculous is I've seen more movies this year than I've probably seen in like the last 3 years combined. Yet I haven't seen any of these movies.
a lot of these movies I feel like have just come out, so it's harder.
Yeah.
But let's move on to number 2, The
Okay.
Great Beauty. I haven't seen this. I've never
Wow.
heard of this. It looks
Not-
like an
have not heard of
Italian
that,
movie.
no. Okay. All right.
Man. All right, let's skip it. Let's just move on to the number 1 movie. Oh, I've seen this one. It is Gravity.
Of course, the most unrealistic movie that was billed as being realistic.
Did you see this?
I did see it. Yes.
And what, you hated it?
I was kind of underwhelmed by it, unfortunately. You know, I'm just kind of like into like space and that kind of stuff, and I just felt like it was a little unrealistic the way they like their procedures and stuff they were going through. Like George Clooney playing around in the little rocket suit. They wouldn't allow him to play around. You know, like there's no playing on a spacewalk.
There's no fun in space. It's serious.
Right, exactly. There's no fun in space. You're out there to work. Yeah, I'd say 12 Years a Slave was better than Gravity.
And that was number 9.
Yeah. Obviously, Time Magazine is racist. That's the only thing I can think of.
Bill's going on the record saying Time Magazine is racist.
No, this is not the record. Nobody watches
This
this.
is
People
not
have to
the
watch for it to be the record.
Okay, sorry. This is not the record.
Now, Mark the tech guy is concerned that we may have purchased our microphones at the dollar store because they sound so bad. If you watch it in the playback, it'll sound great.
This is the
Right
live
now,
raw
not so much.
version. We're showing you what's behind the scenes.
This stream that you're watching, Mark, is a courtesy to you.
We don't have to do this.
Yeah, we can turn the stream off right now.
This is so you can hear the shit we go through making this.
Yeah, true fans will listen to this and the full version, the output version, and then they'll decide. You know, they can talk in the forums. They can go on our forums and talk about the differences.
And they can be like, "Man, I wish they included that part of the show in the cut." But literally, I'd say 45 minutes gets cut out of this show.
Yeah, this will be about 10 to 15 minutes long when it's done.
I
no
think
matter
I
how
found
long
a
we're on
good
for.
length where it stays around the 15-minute range.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody actually told me that. They're like, I like when your podcasts are 14 minutes long. And I was like, thanks, Mom.
Oh, that got a good laugh from me.
So what else do we have on the agenda? On the format sheet.
Oh, let me just look. No, I don't have one. We don't have a format sheet. We have nothing.
Yeah.
On the
I
list.
faxed it over. I guess it didn't. I guess it got lost.
Well, I didn't check the fax machine because I haven't got one since the 90s. But, okay, you want to talk about something? I've been seeing this thing making the rounds again. It came out, this story
here we
popped
go.
up on my Facebook feed, like months ago, maybe a year ago or something. But now it's making a comeback. It's saying that bras make breasts saggier. It's a 15-year French study. Women who took off their bras for good experienced a 7-millimeter lift in their nipples each year they didn't wear a bra. Researchers also found that braless women developed firmer breasts and saw their stretch marks fade.
Interesting. So it goes back. It's not just permanent damage.
But you see that, you hear this story, and all these women wear bras in the Western culture. But then you go to, like, Africa. Have you seen those women that don't wear bras?
Yeah.
Those
there's
things
a certain amount of
sag to their knees.
Well, that's okay though, because all women are beautiful here on the Omega 3 Supreme podcast.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not beautiful. I'm just trying to say this study doesn't make sense in
is
that
is
case.
BS.
I think this study is a load of bullshit.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out. We have to do our own study.
Hey, I've stopped wearing a bra for years.
Okay, yeah, me too.
My boobs are perkier than ever, so maybe this works. If you're a lady listening to this podcast, which I highly doubt, then you can test this theory and see if your boobs or nipples move up 7 millimeters a year.
That should be your New Year's resolution. No more bra.
There you go. There you go. No more bras and grow a huge bush. There's your New Year's resolutions from us.
We have a phone call coming in right now from Escondido, California. Should we put them on the air?
Put them on.
All right, Escondido. Hello.
Howard Stern's penis.
Howard Stern's penis. Is that what I just heard?
What?
Howard Stern's penis.
Yeah, Howard Stern's penis. Hell yes. Finally.
We
All right, I put him back on hold. We didn't hang up on him, but he's on hold. Finally, a prank call.
I love it. We've been waiting for this. You haven't made it till you've had a live on-air prank call.
Yeah, we have arrived. We have arrived. Should we talk to this guy a little more?
I
See if he
can't
has
really
anything
even
else to say,
hear him.
or,
Bring him back on.
let's put him back on the air. Yeah. Hey, man.
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah. What's up?
Am I on?
you're on.
Yes.
Howard Stern's penis. Babu booey, babu booey. Howard Stern's penis.
Did we just take a time
hey, thanks
machine
for
back to
calling.
the 90s?
Yeah, he hung up. Wow, that's great. I really appreciate that call.
That was a great call, but really, is that still a thing?
I guess so.
That's just funny to me.
Can't
I
get
think
mad.
that's just cool.
I know, right?
I just didn't know
Like, if
people
someone did
still
that-
did it.
Yeah, I'm happy that guy did that. Like, thanks. You know?
You brought content to the
Appreciate
show.
that.
Well, should we wrap up this
So-
big New Year's spectacular?
Yeah, I think we have enough, right?
All right, well, thanks everybody for getting in our real resolutions. Oh, wait, no one did, so thanks anyway. That's the end of our New Year's show for the Omega 3 Supreme podcast. I'm Matt Chin.
And I'm Bill Snitzer. Thanks for watching. Nailed it.
It's the Omega 3 Supreme Podcast.